Hello and welcome to Barbarian Saga. This is the story of Chunkvellir, my chunk-locked Ironman. Chunkvellir was born and raised in a little place called Barbarian Village, and he's got his future set on joining the Barbarian Outpost, way out to the west. Like other chunk-locked accounts, we'll be completing each chunk in its entirety as we progress through them. However, this progression will be slightly different to your more classic chunk unlockers like Pukagai, Limpwurt or Verf, as we won't be unlocking the chunks in a random, outwardly growing circle, but instead taking more of a directed, but still a little bit random route from Barbarian Village, all the way through Taverley, then Catherby, then Camelot, around the edge of Ardoyne, and up to the Barbarian Outpost. At the start, we will be taking a short detour to visit Edgeville, as that chunk will support us with some pretty cool gear upgrades for the journey ahead. After that, there are a few chunks that will be unavoidable on our route, but once we hit Taverley, the path ahead will have some good options for us. I was thinking we could have a community vote of some sort to decide the next chunk to unlock. I think doing the semi-random route will be fun and also kinda thematic, kinda in-universe, because Chunkvellir would obviously be happy to explore on his adventure, but he would also know that he's got a destination that he needs to get to eventually. And once we've voted on the direction to take, I'm imagining the final path could look something like this, for example. I think there'll be plenty of unique challenges and stupid grinds to do, so yeah, if that sounds good to you, come join me in Chunkvellir and we'll see where this adventure takes him. So, before we can begin the adventure, I just want to lay out the basic rules. The rules are taken roughly from Limpwurt's Extreme rule set, but with some minor changes to add a bit of lore to the journey. So, to start, we have complete all the highest level skilling challenges that Chunkvellir would reasonably be able to complete. That's a little bit waffly, but basically, if I have an oak tree and a knife available to me, I would craft an oak shield, which is the highest level fletchable item with oak wood. But we're also going to add a sense of discovery and adventure to this challenge. So, for example, in the first chunk, if we were to follow Limpwurt's rules for magic, we'd need to cast high level alchemy, as we have access to fire runes and nature runes. However, Chunkvellir isn't a magician. Have you seen him? Have you seen the people around him in his village that would have raised him? They're not magicians either. So I don't want to spoil any future plans for this, so I'll just say Chunkvellir needs a master of the arts if he wants to learn to cast high level magic spells. Same thing might go for mining or smithing. Okay. So then next we need to complete all the quests as far as possible within the available chunks. Obviously we don't have any quest starting points right now, but if we did, we'd follow the story as far as we could without leaving our unlocked area. Then complete all diary/combat tasks. And then kinda twinned with that, we're also going to be completing all the collection log entries too. Then obtain all unique items/monster drops/best in slot gear. And then random event items and impling drops don't have to be used in skilling challenges.
Why not?
Personally, I think random event items should be seen as helping hands or supply drops maybe, just because they're very unpredictable, they're not necessarily specific to the chunk that we're in, and also I kind of just want to enjoy random events. I think any tiny boost they might be able to give should be seen as a nicety instead of a punishment. So next up I want to talk about the available resources in this chunk. Since we're going to be dropping all of our items given to us from Tutorial Island, we'll be a little bit more restricted to the tools and weapons we can use. We have a free spawn of bronze pickaxes for mining in the village, with the ability to potentially get both an iron pickaxe and a black pickaxe from beginner clues. We have relatively easy access to a bronze axe for woodcutting from low level barbarians, an iron axe from higher level barbarians, and then both a steel and black axe from beginner clues. Unfortunately, we don't have access to a knife, as that would have allowed us to craft our own short bow, which would allow us to start range training. We could get flax from the beekeeper random event and spin it on the spinning wheel potentially. Maybe we can get lucky from beginner clues again, as these do give regular short bows and oak ones too, but we'll see. Although we do have access to some fishing spots, unfortunately again, these are for rod fishing only, and we don't have access to any rods at all. We do actually have both a furnace and an anvil in this chunk, would you believe? However, the furnace is only designed to fire pottery, and the anvil is only designed to craft special barbarian weapons that we don't yet possess the knowledge to create, so we'll shout out luck there. It might be nice to come back here at some point and use this anvil, you know, come back home and craft some spears. So with all that in mind, here is Chunkvellir's starting chunk goals. Starting with wear adamant armour, then mine some coal, carve a whack canoe, cast telekinetic grab, complete the Varrock diary, complete the Stronghold of Security, and finally defeat the bosses. There aren't any real bosses in this chunk, but we do have access to Gunther the Brave, who is the head of the barbarians, and we have access to the high level zombie in the Sepulchre of Death. We've also got a little list of chunk items that we need to pick up along the way. Got the Iron Mace from Barbarians, the Adamant Full Helm from Pesca's Shop, the Red Cape from Goblins, the Fancy Boots from completing the Stronghold, the Black Robe Top from Anku, as well as the Shade Robes from Shades. And also we have the Skull Scepter to complete, which needs a piece from the Minotaurs, the Flesh Eaters, the Catablapons, and the Ankus. Unfortunately, this will be our best in slot gear, so I'm hoping we find something better along the way, perhaps from random events. But yeah, I think that's about it. I think we're probably ready to start now, so here we go. Jesus, hope we made it through all that crap. Let's actually get started on the video. Straight away, we can use Count Check over here to get a one-way teleport to Barbarian Village, without needing to unlock all those nasty music tracks along the way, if we were to go chunk by chunk. And there we go. Here we are. This is it. We're home. So let's have a quick look around here, see what's good, see what kind of people we're dealing with here. Well, straight away, they leave dangerous mining equipment lying around all about the place. Yoink. Sadly, someone locked the door to Edgefield Dungeon, so we can't get in there just yet. So for now, we're just going to stock up on as much beer and stolen meat as possible before anyone gets suspicious. Looking at you, Gunther. There's a single shop here in Barbarian Village that sells only the worst of helmets. Really just ones that no main account would even consider worth travelling out here for. We've got a nice little pottery hut here. They must be importing the clay, because I haven't seen a fucking single clay ore around here. They've also got an anvil here that has a broken interface. That's lovely. I guess that explains why no one around here has a Hasta. Across the bridge again, we got some nice little goblins. And here's a clip of me taking 10 minutes to kill a single one of them. And after all that, I get rewarded with a beginner clue scroll. First of many, and like the rest of many, I cannot do that one. I can't be taking these breaks mid-fight, so I'm going to go and fill up my entire inventory with food and just world hop a bunch of times to speed it up. Yeah, the issue with half my healing coming from beer kinda hurts at this level. I didn't fully realise the potential of this at the time, but Leo is actually a great random event for me. The mausoleum just behind him there can be used as a deposit box. I can't take anything out of it, but I can send stuff to the bank for cold storage for later on when I do unlock a bank chunk. And that is the first imp spawn I've seen. There's actually quite a few interesting drops from imps, to be fair. They do drop clay, which I can only assume is where they got the idea for the pottery hut. And they drop raw food that can be cooked, so that helps unlock crafting and cooking for us. Although the imp doesn't technically spawn in this chunk, so for now we don't have to do any crafting / cooking related tasks. So we've skipped a little ahead, and I've been leveling up a bit here at goblins. It's the only things I can reliably kill. And that is actually my first runes drop. I've got to get 33 magic in this chunk, so I'll need to hold on to everyone I can get, even if it is these shitty body runes. Getting up to 33 magic is going to be a bit of a challenge, but what the hell? Is that Cristelia? Why? What? Why is she here?
Chunkvellir, it's nice to finally meet you.
Jeez, I mean, hello. It's nice to meet you too. I swear you aren't normally in this chunk.
You're right. I don't normally visit this chunk. I've heard of your challenge to reach 33 magic.
How have you heard of my 33 magic challenge? This is literally episode 1, and I haven't even asked everyone to subscribe yet.
Never mind that. I'm here to volunteer to be your master of magic. Would you like to become more proficient in the dark arts?
I swear I recognise that line from somewhere else, but yeah, I mean, thank you. That sounds amazing. Sounds great. Is there anything you need me to do for it?
Right news. That's sorted then. Come find me when you finally depart this village.
Okay, cool. You say come find me. Where will you actually be waiting?
Ta-ta for now, Chunkvellir.
Oh, okay. Goodbye then. Okay, that was weird. Well, I guess we'll see her soon. Let's just carry on with the grind. Just finishing up a quick school run for my first tome of knowledge. Not really sure what I'm going to use it on right now. Magic is going to be slow and require a lot of gathering. If I went members, I could use it on Slayer potentially. Hunter would be nice to unlock. Hunter feels like a pretty barbarian skill to me. I might just save it for now and see if I can think of any uses for it. Just got my first armor upgrade, the red cape from goblins, which is also a chunk task. I've decided that since I just got my cape, I should probably try maximise my defensive bonuses, and I'm going to go pick up the boots from the stronghold. And here is my 10k coins from the box of life. As well as my cheesy emote. And here is our best in slot boots. We're obviously going to be fancy here. Chunkvellir is a barbarian, not a savage. These are going to be best in slot for quite a while. Potentially forever, thinking about it. Continuing that idea of upgrades, we're going to go and get an incremental helm upgrade here and pick up a steel full helm. It's a bit pricey, but we'll probably be able to sell it back for a decent amount later on. There we go. Looking good. The stats are nothing to be impressed about, but it's better than getting hit on the head with a goblin stick. I thought I'd try out the defense now and try and kill some family members. We're level 15 combat. These guys are only about 10, so shouldn't be too difficult. Okay, that was a bit rougher than I thought it'd be. Not really sure which was rougher though, the fight or the brutal murder of my siblings. You know, I'm not saying I'm the best or the most efficient RuneScape player of all time or anything, but look at me fucking go. 3 goblins lined up, waiting to get smacked down. We're about to get level 11 defense too. These guys wouldn't know 11 defense if it hit him with a bronze pick. And there we go, 11 defense, up to 17 combat. I completely forgot to record it, but we killed another barbarian and we got a bronze axe. So we can finally start chopping some trees. Level 1 wood cutting at the moment, but we'll need 57 for that whack canoe later on. Another upgrade, this time for the weapon slot. we just got a bronze scimitar, which is a tiny bump to our DPS. 20 defense and 100 total level. Another clue that I'm not able to do. I didn't think we'd get it this quick, but that's 19 attack, alongside our new best in slot weapon, the Iron Mace. It also comes with a little bit of prayer bonus, so that is actually technically our best in slot for prayer bonus too in this chunk. This is my first lore rune drop. Got all these runes in my inventory now and I still can't cast a single spell. Yeah, so this was going to happen sooner or later, but I accidentally stepped outside my chunk and I've unlocked some new music tracks as well. I was attacking some barbarians and one of them pathed me around the outside here, and I'm sorry. I'll be starting the account over from the beginning. Hello and welcome to Barbarian Saga. This is the story of Chunky McBarbarian Face. Yeah, obviously we're not going to be continuing on with that joke, but I did just get my iron axe, which is best in slots for woodcutting, and the staff, that's my second best in slot magic weapon. Unfortunately, it's actually the only staff that I have access to that can auto-cast spells from the regular spellbook. I just picked up the Mistral Fullhelm from Pesca, so I'm feeling brave enough to challenge Gunther. Maybe officially name myself the King of Barbarian Village. Okay, he's whacking me quite hard. Luckily for me though, my Uber Eats kebab arrived mid-fight, which gave me the final burst of energy I needed to take my crown. For Christmas, my mum got me a bond, so I'm now officially upgraded to membership. I've not missed out on too much so far, but I would like the possibility of getting those easy clues. A quick pirate random event here gives me my best in slot ring, the gold ring. This should actually give me a fairly hefty DPS increase, as it comes with the Barbarian Bane effect, which gives a 25% increased accuracy and 25% increased damage against barbarians. It's really fun seeing what kind of wacky content you can uncover when you're playing an account like this. Getting membership actually unlocked this anvil. I mean, I still can't use it, but at least the interface isn't broken. I'm one goblin away from 30 defense, which is the first chunk goal down. There we go. We can ditch this Mithril Fullhelm and swap it out for our chunk best in slot, the Adamant Fullhelm. And that's it. It's not got amazing stats considering it's our best in slot, but it is a chunk item achieved. Starting on the Minotaurs now that I've got some proper head protection, and just picked up an emerald. Unfortunately, I can't cut it without a chisel, so gonna need to drop it. Can imagine I'm gonna be dropping quite a few of these. We got a new beginner clue and also a right skull half at the same time. And this is actually the only beginner clue step that I can do in this chunk, so we'll be holding on to this, at least for a little bit. So this is a good time to talk about beginner clues and what they mean for this chunk. There are a lot of items on the beginner clue roll list that are just straight up better than the items we can get in this chunk, but the main item I would love from beginner clues is the Staff of Air. It'll save us a long time gathering air runes, and it also has pretty decent magic stats. It is possible to complete a beginner clue in just one step, with a 10% chance of that happening. However, completing a beginner clue in 2 steps has an approximately 55% chance of that happening. So it makes sense for us to do some clue juggling. So Minotaurs drop clues at a rate of 1 in 60, and I can complete one of the 37 different possible beginner clue steps. And that one is the Hunting step, which starts in the village of barbarians. So that gives me a 60 times 37 equals 2,220 kills per clue that I can complete. However, that is kind of wrong. Beginner clues aren't decided by a random roll over these 37 different possibilities, but instead happen in 2 rounds of random rolls. First, the type of clue is rolled. As far as I can tell, the maths for this is approximately weighted so that it's a 1 in 6 chance for any type of clue. You know, where we have anagram clues, Charlie the Tramp, cryptic, emote, hot cold, and map types. In this case, we want the cryptic clue, as that's the one with the hunting step in it. And as you can see on the right here, we have 4 possible cryptic clues, which gives us 6 times 4 equals 24. So there's actually an approximately 1 in 24 chance that we can complete any one clue, bringing our total kills per clue down by 780 from 2,220 to 1,440, which is pretty amazing really. So stick with me for the final block of maths. 1,440 kills divided by the number of kills I can do an hour, which is approximately 300, equals 4.8 hours per clue that I can complete. If we round that up to 10, we can say 10 hours per 2 completable clues. Those 2 completable clues will give us the approximate 55% chance of a casket. For beginner clues, there's between 1 and 3 rewards per casket. That's an average of 2. The air staff has a drop rate of 1 in 44 per roll. So if we get 2 rolls, that's effectively a 1 in 22 chance per casket. So if we were going to go to the drop rate of those, that's 22 caskets, times by the 10 hours it takes to get those caskets, times by 2, because we're only kind of getting approximately half success rate here with 55%, which equals 440 hours or 18 days, which honestly doesn't seem too terrible of a grind. If it's something that's AFK, you could relatively easily do that. It'd take you a while, but it's not too bad. The issue is, this really isn't AFK. Once you have 1 clue on you, you have to continue juggling that. And juggling means you can't take your focus away from the game for more than 3 minutes at a time. And even then, the Minotaurs that we're killing are really easy to kill. And so you need to be near constantly clicking on new ones. So we're going to do a bit of grinding. We'll see if we get lucky, but it seems like we're going to have to get our air runes from somewhere else. Also, you'll notice the format and the style of the video frame might change a little bit at the moment. You know, I'm sort of new to YouTube and I'm new to editing, so there might be some things that are a little rough around the edges, or maybe the flow of the video doesn't really make much sense. So I just got the beekeeper body, which means our first chest slot item has been unlocked. And shortly after this, we hit 24 hours playtime on the account. It's killing me to get these clues that are so nearby, but also so uncompletable. So, luckily for us, flesh crawlers drop dust runes in members servers, which means that we have access to an equivalent of air runes. And I just got my first drop now, so we can actually cast some wind strikes. I'm going to try and cast a few of them now, but I think if we really want to maximise the bonus we're getting at the moment, I want to strip down a little bit to get rid of this negative magic bonus. I think I almost have enough to get a magic level, we'll see. I think it might be close though. Yeah, nah. Not close enough. I'm going to leave leveling magic like this for a second and instead click these runes up so I can do a bit of imploring at the border of the chunks. So we're at the border here and oh fuck, already broke another border. Okay, just ignore that and we're continuing on as if that didn't happen. So we're going to cast magic on this imp here to lure him towards us and then take him down with melee. Okay, oh, okay, he's walked into the chunk by himself, so no need to mage. And he's gone. I don't know where. Okay, he's over here. Found him again, and level 2 magic. Let's keep luring and stepping back. This dude drops us a nice little magic upgrade. It's like he knows we needed the bonus. The imp spawns just over there, so if we keep casting and stepping back, he should be drawn towards us. I feel like this luring thing isn't really working. I don't know why they're not coming directly towards us. They don't seem to be actually entering combat with us. Yeah, it's really not working how I thought it would. This is so crap. Is this just imps? Oh, what? Part of the issue as well is that sometimes I kill them from very far away and I lose the loot like this. Kinda sad. Picking up another genie lamp. I really need to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing with these. Got 40 attack just now. Gonna go for 51 strength so I can get the bonus max hit while I'm accurate. And now we're all the way up to level 50 combat. And once again, the genie is blessing us right now with these lamps. I got another one, but I'm still not quite sure what I'm going to actually spend these on. And that is a mime set piece, which gives us a leg and a glove slot that we were previously missing. So that's nice that they're filled out. I just got the nature talisman drop, which could in theory have been a rune spear or shield left half, maybe even a dragon spear, which would have been amazing to get. I've got a raw chicken from Imps, which is one of the only ways I can train cooking here. We're only level 1 cooking at the moment, so the likelihood we're going to burn this is pretty high, and yep, of course. So this is sad. I accidentally let the clue I was juggling despawn. I don't know what happened, but I got distracted and yeah, it's gone, so I guess we're starting again. We're at Minotaurs again for the clues, and I just got max hit of 7 with accurate, so we're slowly getting there. I got another clue less than an hour after losing that one on the despawn. Proper sad really, because I could have had 2 now and tried to gone for the casket. And then less than an hour after that last clip, we're here again, and we have 2 completable clues to do. Look at that. So I'm going to carry these up to hunting now and see if we can get lucky. I'm going to step them up to the top of the tower so they don't despawn on the way. Here we go, clue 1 drop, and clue 2, let's try it, and okay. No 10% completion, but that's fine, don't worry about it. It looks like we can't do the next step on that one either, but we still have a chance.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
That shit. 55% chance failed, and we can't do the next clue either. Okay, yeah, that's sad, but let's keep going. Picked up the beekeeper legs. I think these look better than the meme legs with the stop, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop the memes. And a little while later, we're right back at it. Got another clue to do. Ready for more disappointment. Literally no time later, and we're back to 2 clues that we can complete. Not bad at all. I've tried juggling both of them to see if we can get a third one, but it's a lot of effort. I want to log off soon, so I'm just going to stop for now and go for that 55%. I'm back hunting. Please be nice. Please be merciful. Okay, that's fine. 10%. It's fine hunting. I didn't expect to get a 10%. Don't worry about it, mate. Don't worry. Okay, the next one, please, hunting. Please. Okay, it could be back to back. And no, so shit. So annoying. Failed twice in a row. It's how shit. Anyway, continuing on. Hitting 50 attack in just a second there. I think I'm going to try and focus on defense now because I'm having to spend so much time picking up these cooked meat spawns. It feels like I'm wasting so much time. So that's another lamp to add to the lamp collection. This indecisiveness is killing me. And that's another clue we can do, quite early on into the grind as well. 50 defense on the rat. One day I'll be able to wear granite armor maybe, probably not. And I'm going to cancel off those trackers and focus on strength now. Yeah, so I thought I'd just share this little clip here. This is me meeting Coffee Onechunk, who is a fellow Barbarian Village starting chunk unlocker. His rules are a little more hardcore than mine, and he's playing an Ultimate Ironman to make it even worse. But yeah, I just thought I'd give him a little shout out. Go and check out his videos right after you subscribe to me. So this is kind of a different pace from the previous few clips, but I thought I'd knock out some crafting training by killing imps for clay and water drops. And we got lucky, so I'm going to try it out. Clay on the potter's wheel, make an unfired pot. There we go. The next step of this actually has a chance of failing and cracking the pot. So here we go, unfired pot, furnace. And oh, it worked. Very nice. A whole 6 crafting XP for that too. Wow. we're back down again, and I just got a camel body, which I think I prefer to the beekeeper top. So we're going to drop that and continue on with the minotaurs. And then once again, we're here with 2 clues that we can complete. I'm going to go and shuffle them to hunting now. Okay, here we go. Please, hunting, please. Okay, no 10%. That's fine. Can't do the next one either. Let's give it a go. Hey, amazing. We finally got one. Jesus Christ. No back-to-back on that one, though. How long did that take? Over 2 days. It took 50 hours. 50 hours to complete one single beginner clue casket. We killed so many minotaurs for that as well. Let me just have a see. 111 skull hearts, which is like 3,600 minotaurs. Bloody hell, and so many barbarians too. Well, let's open this bad boy up and see what I get. Okay. Don't quite know what to think about that. The oak short bow is lovely, but we can't use it until we lamp up to 5 ranged, which sort of seems like a bit of a waste of lamps. Especially because if we unlock Edgeville next, we'll be able to craft our own bows. The sandwich hat is a nice unique, but I don't think I want to hold on to it for now, because it'll just take up a slot for no reason. So, yeah, alright overall. Maybe I'll lamp to 5. We're at least filling out the collection log, but yeah, not bad. And so that brings us to the end of the first Chunkvellir episode. I'm glad we eventually got that beginner clue sorted out, and there'll be plenty more in the future. We also knocked out a few of our chunk goals. We got 30 defense, and we defeated Gunther the Brave. We also picked up the Iron Mace, the Addy Full Helm, the Red Cape, and the Fancy Boots. So we can tick those all off our list. In the next episode, we'll talk more about the different kinds of barbarian content that we're going to get to experience, as well as the necessary exceptions we'll need to make in order to allow Chunkvellir to fully explore that content. I'm thinking Below Ice Mountain and getting a player-owned house. So yeah, that's episode 1. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please do let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'll read them all. And see you next time.
What are you waiting for? Subscribe to Chunkvellir, you scrub!